person is reminding you. I can't stay with you. There's something going on here that's not just right.
Money for this rhino. Reason for people to be here.
Okay, New York, that you actually liked. I would be totally excited.
This is my model, Tamara. The look that I'm working on Tamara today is more of a heavier shape in through the front, working with more of a bob shape in through the front, and creating more of a mid-length in the back of the head, eliminating a lot of the bulk in through the back of the head, and leaving a lot of fullness and volume in through the crown area. I have actually prepared Tamara's hair with the Calm shampoo and the Calm 60-second conditioner as my shampoo and conditioning agent. And I'm gonna prepare her hair now with the Calm leave-in conditioner, which can act as my cutting aid. Leaves the hair moist longer and give me great combability while I'm cutting Tamara's hair. I will begin sectioning Tamara's hair, taking a nice center parting in through the front. And I want to section out the hair in the back from the hair in front of the head. Taking a section right from the top of the head into the back of the ear. This will establish the perfect section separating the back to the front. So make sure you comb this hair down. You don't want any of the hair that you're leaving in the front to go past the back of the ear. Doing exactly the same parting on this side of the head. I will be working in the front of my haircut first because that's the shortest point of my haircut. You always start with the shortest point of your haircut, and which will be the balancing point of my haircut. The length that I'm actually going to establish in through the front will enable me to get a perfect balance in through the length in the back. So you want to just make sure you comb this down on this natural pattern, and then starting right in the center in the front of the head, taking a nice section right in through the front. My approach to this haircut is using a technique called the Beyond the Fringe technique. And the Beyond the Fringe technique is the perfect way to create a nice beveled around the perimeter of the haircut. It's a perfect approach to create a nice weight area in the perimeter of the haircut. You want to keep this nice and smooth and do your last combing underneath. Put your fingers right into the hairline. You want to push up into the hairline till your pinky reaches the hairline, and you want to twist that down, okay? So think about a letter D, where you go up and then around. You want to make sure that hair on top is laying nice and smooth. Your fingers determines the length you actually want to leave on the head, okay? So you want it really short, you would move up 2 fingers, and you want to create more length. You would use all your fingers till it reaches the hairline and twist it around, and you want more length, then you extend your fingers out, but always keeping the pinky on the head. So then I'm going to establish the length in through the front, and then establish my length. When I drop this down, you see I have a nice weight area in through the front and softness right underneath that. So this is the perfect approach to use when you need to create volume and softness underneath. Working through the sides, I'll be taking this whole side section and dragging up to the previous section that I have started. working with the hairline, which is right in front of the hairline here around the face. So I'm going to drag this up a bit because the further this hair will travel, the more length that I will retain. So by dragging this up a bit, I know that I'll be working from short into long immediately. So taking this straight up, making sure this is all nice and smooth. Keep my fingers right into the hairline. This is the guide that I have previously established, right? So again, you want to keep the fingers always on the head, keeping my fingers round so I can retain that nice round shape around the face, and then removing all this length, okay? And then when you drop that down, you can see that nice weighty area in through here and through the sides, and retaining some nice length and softness in through the jaw area. I want to do the same thing as what I have done on the other side of the head. You can see immediately using the Beyond the Fringe technique allows me to have a nice weighty area in through the top and having a lot of softness in through the perimeter. So I'm just going to comb everything straight down, taking a section right down the center back of the head, and then working from the occipital area into the back of the ear. I will be working on this section first. The reason why I'm working on this section, because I want to eliminate the bulk in the back of Tamara's hair and establish my length at the same time. So taking a section right from the occipital area actually to the back of the ear. So you want to make sure your sections are nice and clean. So I will be working on a center section, the 1-inch section, right in the back of the head. You want to comb everything straight out. When you're working from short into long, you really want to keep your fingers pointing into your parting. This way, when you're scooping or when you're lifting or dragging that hair underneath to retain more length, you're actually working in a very comfortable position. So you don't have to kind of guess or figure out what angle that you're holding the hair in, because this is a very natural movement. So you first want to establish your length where you want to have in the back of the head. Okay, dragging this hair up enable me to get the length that I want to keep, and by working from the length I have in the back and working out to the length, this will enable me to retain the length that I want to achieve. So making sure you comb that hair nice and smooth, and start dragging and elevating your elbows up in a very natural position. As you can see, I have built up a really nice elongated shape in the back of Tamara's hair. Working on my next section, my next 1-inch section, and doing exactly the same thing. So combing the hair straight out, okay, and again working from your length, okay, and dragging that hair up because I want to retain the length, and working from, and start lifting your elbows